Fatuma Kizito. I am the Market Development Officer of Insurance Regulatory Authority. And we are coming from the regional office that is in Barara at the NSSF building. Thank you.
Eba lunonga umkuru nancha Fatuma Kizito kandi ni nawe narugumisa urechi kandi echa insurance jato ya Authority of Uganda agoni kwa manzaki nyiraha mutahi wanje turikirize watugita ko mwabaziyogu urukwenda kwetiza kitongo rechi nico kiha ibarganka hi nibashangwa hi nibakora ki byona umupugura meji nyaburi takafiru mwe nukatandike no mukuru Mr. Okelo Bone nka urukurura ofisi ningashi itaji iryambarara ahabwe kitongo rechi atangarize kandi yongera tushobore ikitongo richa ila ninga insurance jato ya Authority of Uganda nico kiha kandi nibakora ki umukuru.
Okay, thank you, Zef. And thank you, listeners, for sparing time for us this evening. Insurance Regulatory Authority is a government agency. It's a body that was established especially to supervise and regulate the insurance industry. Now, the authority does a number of things, but the most important thing that it does, number one, is trying to protect people in the interest of people who buy insurance. Because insurance, as people may know out there, many times people have not felt comfortable with insurance. Now you buy your insurance for your motor, for your car, you buy insurance for your farm, you buy insurance for your children, and then you feel like maybe at the time of claim you are not being served the way you thought you would be served. So our first role is to protect people's interests, but also another thing we do is this which we are doing, coming to radio to educate the public, to try and build confidence in people in insurance. And we also try to make sure that the environment that insurance is being conducted is fair for the people who buy it, in terms of compensation, in terms of benefit that you get from insurance, to make sure that if you take up insurance, it actually works for you. You get. So we do this through a number of ways. One of them is receiving and resolving complaints, to make sure that if you have a complaint against insurance, you come to the government office, IRA, so that then your issues are addressed. You may have gotten a problem with your insurance and you're not compensated, you come to IRA. IRA will help you, either explain to you why your insurance was not paid, or ensure that the insurance companies pay. Another thing we do is to try and ensure that people who join insurance, come to do business of insurance, are licensed. Because we have experienced people coming to the communities and asking people to pay for insurance, and then they disappear. So one of the things we do a lot is to make sure that whoever is selling insurance is licensed by IRA, so that there is somebody they are accountable to, there is somebody to whom, in case a problem happens with such a person, the people who interact with them are able to find solution or redress. So generally, our role is supervision, is regulation, is promoting the growth of insurance, ensuring that insurance works for the people who buy it, and also ensuring that people get to know and are comfortable with insurance. That is generally what we do as the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Okelo. You have said that to supervise, regulate, and promote the insurance. How can someone be helped in case he or she gets a problem? How can he be helped? Maybe the insurance of cars and in case he or she gets an accident, how can he be helped or she helped?
Now, normally insurance provides you with either a compensation or a benefit at the time when you are not in your best person. Something wrong has happened. One of the things that happens may be an accident. If you are a farmer, one of the things that happen is you have planted maize, it didn't rain.
Yeah.
Or you planted beans and it rain washed it away. So insurance normally come in at the time when you are disadvantaged. That is the first thing. Now, the question of how can one be helped is attempting to address the concern of, if I get an accident, what would the insurance do for me? You will get a compensation. Now, the compensation, say for a motor accident, carry a number of different types of compensation. Compensation number one may be because of you who is physically injured, as the person who was driving. Compensation number two may be your car which was damaged during an accident. Compensation number three may be a person who is not related to you or your car, who may have gotten injured by your car. You knocked a person who doesn't know you, that person can also be compensated. So what does insurance do? It provides relief at the time when you are worst. Something has happened wrong to you. Now, if you were a farmer, what would happen? Insurance would compensate you the value of your farm at the time when, say, sunshine destroyed your crops. Pests and diseases destroyed your crops. All diseases killed your animals. Then, if you have insurance, insurance will come in and compensate you. Now the question is how?
How?
Because that's the question you were asking.
Because you have said you are the regulators. Nimwe mukurebera za insurance zona.
Now if you have an insurance, you are insurer. Now we regulate a number of insurance companies. You cannot buy insurance from all of them. You have your insurer. Now, who could be your insurer? Could be insurer for agriculture. It could be insurance for life. It could be insurance for your vehicle. Now, the first thing you do when you get a problem is you notify your insurer.
That insurance company?
The insurance company from which you bought insurance, you notify them. When you notify them, they will normally issue you with what is called a claim form. Now that claim form, you use it, you complete it. When you're filling the claim form, it indicates what is it that has happened. An accident has happened, my beans was dried up, my animals have died. You indicate in the form. Now when you submit that form, they will tell you, now we need the following documents. Sometimes people don't want to go through that process. For example, if you got an accident, one document that you will not miss is a police report. That's why we say, if you are driving a car and you get an accident, don't run away from police. In fact, go to them, because you need that police report to help the insurance companies to confirm that you actually got an accident. Now, when you have submitted all your documents, the insurance company will assess it. When they assess it, when they say it, they will say one of the two things. Either your benefit or compensation is payable, or it is not payable. And it is your right to understand whether it is payable or not. And if it is payable, we, under the law, under the guidance for payment of benefits or compensation, we say if your compensation is below 10 million, it should be paid within 5 days.
Okay.
If it is above 5 million, it should be paid within 21 days.
Okay.
Above 10 million. Now that means when you have submitted all documents for your insurance following a problem happening, you get.
Okay.
Following an accident, following drought, following even death. Some people have insurance for loans, which pays off the loan when a person dies.
Nice.
You get. So following that claim event happening, You submitted all your documents. A confirmation has been sent to you. Benefit will be payable in 5 days. Money should come.
Okay. Nyabali mnongo abaturishirize oguna mukuru Okelo Bone kandi niwe head owe ekitongole eki ahabwamba region wa Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda kandi bali musoza Ant FM radio. Ekitongole eki nyabulawe kya insurance next insurance supervising erebereza insurance eziyo mihangazi ya Uganda ngo baturishirize regulating kandi promoting insurance abari kwenda kuzumu insurance nabwo ekyo nikirungi munonga imwe abina mamotoka ugateko mu insurance abine misiri yanyu abahinjire abana banyu namagara ganyu ugateko mu insurance nikirungi munonga omukuru nagenda kubuza insurance omukuru Ekero Stero nienda kubuza insurance niki kandi habwacho umuntu ashemereye kubana agura insurance ni karungi ki kugira ngo nshimire kwa ngura insurance ni kinyamba ki haraka rujya karumu ninga icyendo shobora turikirize. What is the benefit of buying the insurance?
Okay. Insurance, the first benefit is it provides financial relief. Financial relief. Imagine you have children in school, you planted your maize, and the season has ended, and you were expecting to get insurance. You are expecting to get harvest that you would sell to actually pay children in school. Or imagine you had your cows in the farm, and you are actually expecting to sell the cows to take your children to school. But then what happened? Unfortunate event happens. A disease strikes your farm and kills your animal. Or drought or excessive rainfall destroys your crop. You will be in a financial distress eventually. But for people who have insurance or who have acquired insurance services, they would then go to their insurance company, report it to the